gang. Because we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans, my Florida State Seminole fans. Yes, this got a lot to do with y'all too. The ACC has expanded. The ACC has expanded. The ACC will be adding Stanford, Cal, and SMU. Now, as you guys know, a couple days ago I made a video talking about the traveling and the possibilities of Miami playing, Stanford, Cal, and SMU. And of course, we talked about some of the former coaching staff and, people that left Miami, players, whatever, Jalen Knighton and a couple more that went over to SMU. Well, 2024, add Stanford, add Cal, and add SMU to the schedule for the ACC. Now, this will bring the ACC up to 17 teams. Now, Brad McMurphy here, he tweeted this out. Now, he wasn't my first source to get this, but he put it into a lot of detail, so let's talk about it. ACC will add Stanford, Cal, and SMU in 2024. Sources told Action Network HQ. The league's president got the required 12 out of 15 votes to expand the ACC football membership. 17 teams, like I told you guys. SMU will not receive any media rights revenue for the first 7 years. So SMU wanted to be a part of the ACC so bad that they gave up money for 7 years. 7 years they will not get no money from the ACC. That's tough. These guys actually signed this grant of rights. That's crazy. That's crazy. While Stanford and Cal will receive reduced shares, sources say, from what I'm hearing, 30%. 30% is the number, guys, that they will receive. 30%. Sources say. One reason ACC added Stanford, Cal, and SMU is ESPN media right deal with the ACC allows ESPN to renegotiate its league drop below 15. Sources told the Action Network or whatever. So basically, what they're saying is with the threat of Clemson and Florida State possibly leaving, and Miami, North Carolina, and other teams, they was possibly talking about trying to dissolve the conference and everything like that. They want to make sure that they have the proper amount of number of teams in here to keep this thing at 15. Now, I really want to dig deep into this, but I'm waiting for more information to come out because I want to know what's up with Notre Dame. What's up with Notre Dame? Are they going to force their hands to join the ACC in football? Are they going to, try to get them in here to make this thing a little bit sweeter? The world, we'll find out in the near future. Anyways, let's keep it moving. With potential future departure of Florida State, Clemson, and UNC, all who voted against the expansion. So, Florida State voted against it, Clemson voted against it, and UNC voted against it. So those are the three teams that voted against it. Now, if you know North Carolina, let's talk North Carolina a little bit. North Carolina, anywhere they go, NC State got to go. Or anywhere they go, NC State got to play them regardless. It's a state law. It's a state law. It's like Florida State versus Florida. If Florida was in the, let's just say Pac-12, and Florida State were to go join a league over in Europe or something, they still would have to play each other every year, guys. It's state law. Those two teams have to play each other. They're bounded by law, state law. That's tough. All who voted against it. So ACC wanted to get P5 teams. Basically, we don't want to go out and do what the Big 12 did at first. Grabbing all the UCFs and the guys that's not Power 5. We want to grab Power 5s, as in Cal and Stanford. They've been in Power 5 status for a while in that Pac-12. So it's a standard. It's a standard. Now SMU, on the other hand, with them giving up their media rights and everything, they can only gain from this, after 7 years. But it is what it is. ACC wanted the Power 5 teams more opposed to G5 teams, and they got two out of three. So it balanced out, I guess. Later to maintain the requirement of numbers. So let's just say Florida State and Clemson were to leave or whatever. That grant of right deal, they decided they want to give up like $500 million plus another $120 million on top of that. Then hey, the ACC will still be intact as a conference. It still will be a Power 5 conference. So I see where ESPN and I see where the grant of rights and all that. I see where they're trying to protect their money and all that kind of crap. So Florida State and Clemson, if you want to leave, go ahead, cool. We'll still have our 15 teams. We'll still be, considered Power 5. Notre Dame, on the other hand, too, with the ACC acquiring, Stanford, one of the teams that they play every year, plus the ACC always gives, Notre Dame at least 5 to 6 games, ACC games. Now, they even got a bigger chokehold on Notre Dame. So if it were to push come to shove, and Notre Dame, can't really put a schedule together because the ACC say, no, we're not going to get those 5 or 6 games, they might have to make a decision. But the ACC, let's be honest, they're not going to do it. They're too soft. They're sorry. They suck when it comes to, bullying Notre Dame into doing anything. Notre Dame always get the upper hand on them. But anyways, man, how do you guys feel? Stanford, Cal, all those teams coming into the ACC. Rhett Lashley, of course. Miami versus SMU. Miami versus Stanford. Miami versus Cal. Will you guys be taking trips to California? Will you guys take trip to Dallas when they come here? How would you guys feel about Stanford taking a trip down to the Hard Rock? Would that be one of those games that you say is a must-watch? What about Cal? Is that a must-watch? Now, I'm not going to say a must-watch on SMU. They got a lot to prove. They coming from that G5 status and everything like that. But, man, the ACC is making moves. They're not going to lay down, and it is what it is. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me, get in the comment section, guys. Tell me what you think. Stanford, Cal, SMU to the ACC. It's official.